initiative to make the earth greener. Because we believe that, based on the Ban Ki-moon quote, we believe that there very little time for us to act something to buy us more time to stop the climate change worst impact. Because we have the tipping point very dangerous. If the Earth's temperature has raised 1.5 degrees, there is no chance for us to give the Earth back to the previous situation. And we have 7 years more to do something. And we believe that with a very simple action of planting a tree, we will make the Earth become greener and buy us more time for something action that bring the impact and gain the next generation a better Earth. Okay, and we see the current problems in planting trees, reforestation work. First of all, a lot of companies are buying with the sustainability idea, and they pay a very huge amount for the CSI and ESG, but we see a lot of fragmenting works, and the strategy is poor, and it leads to something kind of we see very famous, the impact on social media, but the real impact is less. And we think that we could do more at this point to provide them with something called well-crafted strategy and execution plan, and also the justful part to do the sustainability plan. And the second one is lack of transparency and trackability, because you don't have any way to track if the fund goes to the ground, and that fund will be planted how many trees. In fact, in reality, because I used to take part in a trip that my company go to that site to plant tree, and 3 months later, when I come back to visit our tree, another company at that same site and planting trees, which means our trees has been removed by that site, and someone come to that place and plant the same ground with us. And double spending is very common in forestation in Vietnam. And the third one, data is non-standardized, because we have many planting organizations, but the primary method of collecting data and reporting is through the paperwork. And this leads to it's very hard for people to validate the data is authentic and also credit. And the final one is like a community involvement, because taking care of forest is very hard work, but the salary paid for the worker who take care of the forest is very low based on the government budget. And you can think about 1 hectare a year could only pay you about $37,000. Yeah, about $1.5. Very low. So the community at that side can make some deforestation because they need money for their life at very short term. They care for the short term goal more than the long term impact. And here are the common problems in Vietnam about reforestation, and we want to solve it. And our solution, other plans, we use blockchain as core technology because of its characteristic, decentralized, immutable, transparency, and open access. Because we see the key here is trust and trackability. We think about trust first. Just because blockchain has its own ability to be tracked and transparency, so anyone can come and see what is happening here and what has been written without editable ability. Okay, so we store our data on the blockchain, and we use green NFT as e-certification for any sponsor, and individuals can receive an NFT at the certification, which metadata of that NFT can contain every information about the donation, the progress, and the update and the impact of their donation. Okay, and Cardano blockchain as our base platform, because of its characteristic also very green. Okay, and overall process you can see here contains 4 steps. The first one is planning. We help the corporate and individual has a proper plan, so they can embed sustainability in their business activity. And the step 2, we connect the sponsor corporate with the planting organization that fits with their plan, and we verify their ability. We embed them with the technology, our tools, to help them transform the way of acting, the way of execution. We have a network of planning organizations, so we can pick one that fits with the plan as the first one, the first step, to step 2, and then they add the planting job, and after planting and during the process, the data is collected seamlessly from the worker. Once they complete planting the data, they use a device like a mobile phone. They screenshot and they capture the photos, and the data from that side will be transferred to our server for validating. And at step 3, we have a multi-layer process using AI and algorithms so that we can check the authenticity and the accuracy of the data. And then once verified, the data will be made into green NFT, then it will be transferred to the wallet as its certification for the process. And with corporate clients, we have a portal hub so that they can showcase the impact and engage the customer in a very unique way. Okay, so we solve end-to-end process of a sustainability plan, and we empower the planting with the tools, and we validate the data through the multi-layer process, so we can solve trust, trackability, and transparency in reforestation work. And with more trust, more things can be done in a faster speed. And we believe that once implemented, this solution can help a lot of people buy in with the sustainability and join with us in greening the earth. Okay? And the data flow, as I explained at first, we have site image, location, stamp, and planter details, and also the data from our IoT devices. All of this data will be updated bi-frequently, monthly, to our server through monthly layer verification process. It updated to the green NFT metadata. At this time, Cardano doesn't support the DNFT. DNFT means dynamic NFT, which metadata can be updated. However, we provide different NFT for each time, and you can update it via Cardano scan. And in the future, maybe we will take with the same NFT, we can track every change of that metadata. Okay. And finally, we have showcase tool website wallet. That's what we present the information in those NFTs. Okay. And about product structure and roadmap, we will say about our plan in fund content. Planter tool set, we have for them the mobile apps, mini ERP, ground IoT devices. And the status of mobile app is done V1, version 1. Okay, mini ERP done version 1. And this is a real image from our product that provided for the planter. And also the ground IoTs, we have some kind of sensor so that you can collect the information at the ground, very real data. Okay, with the sponsor of tools, we have the dashboard, we have the showcase portal, we have NFTs. This is green NFT, and you can track it in the pool PM. You can see it. It's interactive, so you can do some kind of sliding, see the data, click in, click out, kind of that, so you can check the information within it. Okay, and this is our roadmap for 1 year ahead. In the future, we will have mini ERP for Virtu, and next quarter we will have the admin tool V2 with AI embedded in our verification process and the showcasing V2. Okay, in Q1 and Q2 in 2024, we will have different versions of NFT that may support the dynamic, as I said, the virus. Okay, and Q2 will have the BlockTree Impact Hub so that we can support individual contributors so to join, to donate, to track, and to showcase the impact. And that's all.